Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Facebook Live. We've just gone live. We haven't got an event, so I'm just going to waffle on for a bit and welcome you to our Pinhole Quilting showroom. So I'm Liz from Pinhole Quilting. My husband Pete is behind the camera, and we're here in rural Worcestershire with our lovely showroom full of handy quilter long arms and domestic machines from Juki, Janome and Pfaff, and a ton of thread. Absolutely beautiful range of thread as well. And it's from here that ever since Festival of Quilts, we've not been doing Facebook Live. So this is our first one for a little while. And we just want to welcome everybody back because we've got our Black Friday deals on at the moment. And we thought it was important to connect with everybody, which we haven't been able to do because we've been, what have we been doing, Pete? We've just been sunning ourselves and just relaxing, everything else since Festival of Quilts. No, we haven't, have we?
No, we haven't. We've been all over the country. We've been to Guernsey, been to Cornwall a couple of times, been up to Scotland a couple of times.
I've been up to Scotland in the last couple of weeks twice, in the last 5 weeks twice. So yes, we've been here, there and everywhere. And it's been great to see so many new customers, to visit old ones as well. Well, not old customers, but you know, previous customers.
Long-standing, I think is the word.
Long-standing. It's like saying old girls when you're an old girl of a school, isn't it? It's like, it sounds like everybody's ancient. But no, the existing customers, long-standing customers. And so we're here today. And actually, I was saying to Pete how, you know, it's one of the few times where we've had, I think this is the second weekend or third weekend in a row, we haven't been away. I think it's something like that. We're in Guernsey. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Anyway. We don't often have weekends at home, it feels like at the moment, since Festival, because we've been installing lots and lots of lovely long arms all around the country and welcoming new people to the Handy Quilter family, which has just grown and grown. And we hope that it continues to grow with some of our Black Friday offers. So for those of you who perhaps haven't invested in a long arm, this is a brilliant time, seriously great time to get a long arm. We've got some really good deals. I'm going to refer to my piece of paper at this point because it's Friday afternoon. It's been a long week.
But yes, we've been travelling a lot. So sorry we haven't seen you in the last couple of months. But I did. Yes. I totted up at one particularly busy time.
Yeah.
I looked at my diary and saw that I'd only been at home 5 days in the past 35 days.
Yes.
And we haven't really been away on holiday.
No.
So those have all been on business trips.
Absolutely. The only bit of holiday, we managed to squeeze in a day or so in Guernsey, but we were cycling to Paris. In fact, before I talk about the deals on Black Friday, can I talk about that? We got this lovely letter from the guys at St. Peter's Hospice in Bristol, and we were cycling, Pete and I, we took on the challenge probably just under a year ago, I think it was. You mentioned it to me first, Pete, and said, should we cycle to Paris as part of this fundraiser for St. Peter's Hospice, which is where Pete's dad was cared for so beautifully. And St. Peter's Hospice is a great charity, as so many hospices are, that are seriously need lots and lots of funds to do the amazing work they do, both at the hospice and in the community, support people who've had the unfortunate thing of getting a diagnosis. And we got this lovely thank you, which basically says to Liz and Pete and how much we raised, which I think actually it was closer to, it was $450 as of this week. We got an extra £50 this week, and just under 60,000 by our whole group, which is just under 70,000 for our whole group of 26 people, which was absolutely brilliant. It's a great team effort by everybody. We had slightly cold weather on the last day, but the memories of cycling up the Champs-Élysées and going around the Arc de Triomphe and over to the Eiffel Tower were absolutely brilliant. So we did it. We didn't think we could do it, did we, Pete? When we signed up, did you think we could do it genuinely?
I knew we'd have to train a lot for it, which we did. We did a lot of training.
We did.
But yes, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do the 450 kilometres in 3.5 days.
Yes, it's quite a long way. And with the lack of sleep on the cross-channel ferry, didn't help much, did it?
It didn't, no.
With a very early start, late night and early start and a cross-channel ferry, and not great components, you know, not a great input for the following day of 77 miles or whatever we did. the following day. A good night's sleep is normally what you ask for before you do that. So anyway, really chuffed to bits that we did it. Okay.
Yeah, so let's say hello to a few people. So
yay, great.
First person back online is Joan Arnold. And so
nice.
Joan actually asked me in the week, are we going to be doing Facebook Live this week? We're back, Joan.
We're back. We're back.
Second person is Sally Davis, who's just had her machine installed this week.
Yes, with
by
Cherry,
one of our new installers.
Absolutely. So we've been really delighted that we've recruited a couple of, 3 extra people really. Cherry and her husband Simon, who are based in Milton Keynes. Now, Cherry actually helped us at Festival of Quilts, and she's been a customer. We seem to recruit people mainly by being a customer, apart from Mark, who isn't a quilter. But Cherry has been quilting as a professional quilter for a number of years, and I did an interview with Cherry just before Festival of Quilts. And if you want to laugh, you just need to watch that video, because Cherry is tall. I am not. And I had to stand on a step stool so that we could have a decent conversation. But Cherry and Simon are now doing installations, and Cherry is brilliant because she can do the training as well. And up in Scotland, we've also now got Tony, whose wife Anne has had an Amara for a while, and they just upgraded it with the Pro Stitcher. So Tony literally just retired it was about 10 days ago, I think it was. And he's now free in terms of his commitments to work, and he's helping us with installations, and he and I have been doing a few together, and he's now gone solo up in Scotland as well. So that's brilliant. Having people that we can rely on to do installations and in due course more of the servicing will be a really good addition to our Pinhole Quilting offering.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tony's got Scotland covered for us for installations, and in due course, as Liz mentioned, we'll be doing technical training with these new guys in the new year as well, so that they can do servicing remotely for us too.
Yeah.
And yeah, Cherry and Simon, they're nicely centrally based in England.
They are.
So
no, it's really good. And Tony's an engineer by training, so he comes with a great deal of knowledge and experience.
Next person to say hello is Telene.
Oh, Telene. And in fact, is this a good point at which to segue over? You see, this is what Pete said. He said, we've got Telene's amazing wall hanging. So Telene was a fantastic teacher for us recently, and brought with her this incredible Pinhole Quilting wall hanging, which has been hanging up proud place in our showroom. And Telene did 4 days of teaching here at our showroom. Absolutely brilliant as it was last time. The quality and the amount of knowledge, the quality of the teaching, the amount of knowledge that Telene brings as a Handy Quilter ambassador is absolutely fantastic. And I could see real step changes and the confidence level of our customers. I won't mention specific people, but I think, a number of you know who you are, that you had a massive, massive transformation, particularly on the feathers, because Telene's able to teach feathers so well. So
every business has got its own logo. No, very few people have got it quite as bespoke as we have. Look at that. So talk about free motion feathers and fills. That's why we get Telene over to help us out.
Yeah, and if you turn it round,
and it's
obviously it's in
on the back
reverse,
too.
but it looks incredible on the reverse.
How good is that?
Yeah,
it's very impressive.
Very. So
thank you, Telene. That was a lovely gift that you brought for us.
Thank you, and it was great having you over here.
So Rachel Shaw is next to say hello.
Oh, great!
She said, "Of course you could have. Of course you were going to do it."
Well, we went cycling. Rachel was over here for a class, and she and her husband happened to have brought their bikes. So Pete and I, actually it was quite nice weather, I think, and we went for a quick bike ride on one of our sort of favourite routes. And so that was really nice to be able to do that with you, Rachel. But actually at that point, I really wasn't confident. It wasn't really until about 2 or 3 weeks before that I actually thought, gosh, multi-day is possible. But yeah, so Pete and I are planning our next trip. And we'll certainly be doing the one in Bristol. Again, it's another fundraiser, but it's the Tour de Bristol in April to get us kick-started after probably a bit of a winter of not cycling so much, because it's pretty horrible out there at the moment. Anyway.
Yes. So
who else have we got?
We've got Carol, lovely Carol.
Oh, Carol. Fantastic, Carol. So Carol upgraded to an Amara with Pro Stitcher earlier this year, and we went up and did that installation. In fact, Carol, we offer a pre-loved longarm service, and we've had quite a few inquiries recently, but one of the people who bought Carol's machine popped in, had the machine serviced, and he picked it up yesterday.
I think we sold your machine, Carol, at Festival of Quilts, your pre-loved machine, probably within half an hour of me discussing it with you. I'd found a customer for you. There we are.
Yes.
So Sally Davis says, Cherry and Simon were great.
Excellent.
She also says, I was a bit jealous of our dogs getting more attention than me, though.
I know. Cherry and I are very similar. We absolutely love dogs. I think Cherry might even actually have trumped me, Pete, which is pretty amazing, because I do absolutely adore dogs.
At the risk of embarrassing Cherry, Sally, yeah. Cherry sent some photos through to us after the installation, and she sent photos of the dogs. Only the next day did she send the photos with you in them.
And as soon as I opened it, I went, oh my goodness, gorgeous, gorgeous dogs. So we do love our dogs, we do. Right, so we've got classes, we'll talk a bit more about that, but let's just talk about some fantastic offers, not just for new customers, but also some things that existing customers may be interested in that perhaps haven't gone the computerized route yet. So here we go. This is our Black Friday offers 2025, Moxie XL with an 8-foot loft frame or the little foot frame. We normally would have that on at £8,995. It's £1,000 off at £7,995. Yeah, that's a self-installation. You get the foundation workshop, you get your bobbin winder, obviously delivery, and you can come along to a foundation workshop in due course. The Moxie XL with Pro Stitcher Lite, that's a saving because it's the Pro Stitcher Lite with the Moxie XL. It's effectively the two machines. We're discounting that by £2,000. So instead of 14,990, 14,000, just shy of 15, it's down to 12,990. Fully computerized long arm system with an 18-inch throat space on an 8-foot frame. So that's a fantastic offer. That does include installation, except for the Highlands and Islands. Let's talk about Amara. I mean, the Amara, absolutely fantastic machine. Got one just here, which has got the Pro Stitcher. Without the Pro Stitcher on a 10-foot Studio 3 frame, you're going to save £1,000. And so that's £11,995 instead of £12,995. And it's a £2,000 saving if you go for the premium, if you add those two things together. It's £1,000 off Pro Stitcher Premium. And we're offering that to existing customers as well. £1,000 saving, aren't we?
Yes, so if you've got a Moxie or a Moxie XL or the Amara 20 and you've been wondering whether to add Pro Stitcher or Pro Stitcher Lite, then you'll get £1,000 off now. That offer runs until, for deposits paid by the 19th of December. Yes.
So, these are really fantastic offers, and, you can take delivery in the new year and prepare your quilting space. That is quite often the thing that stops people being able to get the installations immediately, which is why between August and now we've just been doing lots and lots of installations, because sometimes people need to purchase a she shed to put it in, or in some cases a house, not mentioning any names. We did do that one installation, didn't we? So there was one lady who bought a machine and it's gone in the next door house that's been purchased as the craft house. But just a shed will do, a nice insulated shed. That works really well too. So, we've got a big variety of places where these machines go. In fact, that's what we should do, isn't it? We should, show your quilting space, because there are so many places. I've even there was one time when there was a wardrobe and we got a Sweet 16 inside the sliding door mirrored wardrobe. So just, where needs must. So Quilt Your Own Quilt Day. This week we've had a very, very busy week, and Tuesday, Wednesday we had 7 customers in total on those 2 days, and they did Quilt Your Own Quilt. We will be posting photographs in due course. I just posted one which was the bobbin chicken, where basically one of the girls, Jenny, she won bobbin chicken in a way I've never seen before. Literally there was about 2 inches left, and it was pulled up through the top of the quilt top, and the rest of the bobbin was completely gone in the far right hand side of her quilt. Absolutely extraordinary. She should go out and buy a lottery ticket really. But what was lovely with that was we had people who travelled. Some came from Portsmouth. We got a couple of people who came up from East London, as well as more local customers to try out long arm quilting. I mean, nobody had done it before. People had maybe I think one person had tried it at a show. The rest absolutely never done it. And what's brilliant is just to see the joy of pulling those quilts completed off the quilt frames at the end of the day. And they've met other people who are in the same boat. You know, we've got these flimsies, we need to finish them. It's been there for 8 years or something and folded up in the cupboard. And now they're ready to be given to a granddaughter or whoever. One lady, Kate, it was her first ever quilt. And what a way to start with a long arm that you've done yourself. So Quilt Your Own Quilt was great. As I say, we had Telene over, and that was fantastic. A nice variety of classes that we did there, including whole cloth design, advanced feathers. We did the ink tents and how do you quilt it. We've also had Carolyn James come over, a handy quilter educator who comes from Suffolk, and Carolyn has her lovely Sew Suffolk Quilts business, where she sells patterns, which we actually have here. They're on our website too. And Carolyn, it's just a fun time with Carolyn. We don't always get to the point of doing the karaoke, but this time we did do a rerun of Take Me Home Country Road. And anyway, back to the quilting. We just have a good time. You know, you learn so much more when you're having a good time. And on the foundation and roofs and fills, there was some really good, we had actually a couple of people came over from Ireland, and that was great to see them as well. So rulers and fills, plus Pro Stitcher for the Terrified, class we'd not run before. Carolyn and I ran that together, and it was so good to get people who, I mean, not necessarily terrified, quaking in their boots, but it's like, you know, you're not doing as much with it as you would like to. So that was fantastic. Malvern Quilt Show, we were able to take along the Juki machines, supported by Nathan, and that was fantastic. We've got some beautiful Juki machines, and we had a good show at the Malvern Quilt Show as a result. Other things we've been doing is servicing. So Pete and I have been I'm not saying to say jetting, we've been driving mostly around the country. I'm down in Kent next week for 3 days, doing some servicing and an installation. And Michelle has been here back at base working with Pete and I from time to time, and we've been doing servicing on our long arms. And as we get more and more customers, of course, that's a critical part of our business, keeping these lovely long arms with their beautiful long arm quilted stitches, working as well as they can and having a spa day at the same time. So if you need to put your machine in for a spa day, let us know. We'll be taking bookings for the new year. It won't be before Christmas, probably. That's it, I think. I've just gone on and on and on. Do you want to do some more?
Yeah, so we're actually booking things for the new year now. I'm planning a trip down to South Wales in January to do some installations that we have set up there, plus some service visits.
Yep.
So, yeah, January date's getting booked up already.
Yes, and I think it's important to say that we're going to talk a lot more just about the Black Friday offers. So Black Friday offers, we're having these Black Friday offers are running all the way through until the 19th of December in terms of our handyquilter.co.uk website. So this is a great time to stock up on your Christmas gifts and threads and accessories, because we've got not only the postage reduced to £35, over £35 in your basket, post free.
Yes.
Post free, but we've got 10% discount as well. So this is fantastic time to get stocked up. This is the time to kind of be laying out your order form for your relatives, or a gift voucher perhaps, if you don't know what to get. And then in the comfort of your sofa or armchair, you can be looking through the website in January and ordering whatever you need.
Yes, so that discount should be live now, or if not, within a few minutes.
Great.
10% off our online shop for all Handy Quilter and other accessories and all threads, glide thread, superior thread, 10% off.
Yep, and that's on till the
19th December again.
Yep. So we will be, that's when we close, isn't it, Pete?
It is.
So just to let you know, we are taking a bit more of a break this year because we've had a very, very busy year. It will be a good time for us to just take a little bit of time out. So that's what we're going to do. Because Christmas for us is much more about family now, isn't it? And we've got grandchildren, and the newest grandchild is coming over as well from Germany. So that'll be lovely to see little Benedict, who seems to be loving his British passport. So that's good. He'll be coming over in December. Exciting times. And I'm sure you want to spend time with your families as well. And, you know, I'll be doing a bit of sewing and things myself. So there we go. Anything else that you want to say at this point, Pete? No? Do you want to talk about any needles and things?
No, that's something we can pick up on, I think, on a future week. So we have to be back next week.
I'm not here.
You're not here?
Nope.
Right, you might get me then.
Down southeast. Yeah, it'd be a good one for you, actually. We'll do some technical stuff with Pete. Next week, he'll be talking with you. Fingers crossed, I won't be here, but he'll be talking with you. That's one of the problems we've had, isn't it? That so often we've been out doing stuff on a Friday. So, but I won't be here. I will be battling with the M25 probably at the time that you're doing your Facebook Live. Okay, well, listen. Have a great week, everybody. Don't forget the Black Friday offers. If you've been sitting on the fence about going for a long arm or not, now is the time to have a good look. Have a chat with us. Come up for a demo. We've got demos lined up throughout next week. So, you know, if you would like to come along and have a demonstration, we've still got some slots in the diary. Book them up now or for the week after. I'm definitely here the week after. It'd be lovely to see you. We can take you through the range and help you make a good decision as to which is the best long arm for you. We hope to see you soon, and we'll be catching up with you more in the new year. Okay, great. Happy quilting, everybody.